Happy Wednesday night. It's Wednesday evening, so you know what that means. It means it's time to chat about what it's like to rep the brand Stella Dot, and we're going to hear from one of our incredible stylists tonight, who also happens to be a teacher. And that is not accidental, because summer's coming up, and teachers have busy lives, and they've got things to do. They also might have a little bit of time this summer. Let me just do my settings here. Where Stella Dot might work for them, and it might work for them even better than you ever thought. So my name is Danielle Redner. Well, it's been a busy day. I was like, what's my name again? I almost said my other name. My name is Danielle Redner. I'm the Chief Inspiration Officer at Stella Dot, and I am very excited to, hello, Dani Neil. Well, you're who I want. Can you request Dani to be added? Let me see if I can find you this way. But you can also, whoops, Dani, can you request? Because I don't see you on the list. When you're saying hi to Danielle, there she comes. You might be saying hi to two Danielles, because we have two Danielles today. More Danielle than two.
Hi.
Dani, how are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Are we good?
Yes. Can you hear?
Okay, good. You're freezing up a little, but it looks like it's mellowing out. We're always at the mercy of Facebook Live, but it looks like it's working.
I know. I hope it's working. Am I still frozen?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
It looks like we have a little bit of a freeze delay.
Are we good?
We'll kind of let that work itself out. Well, I think we're good. It's a little bit delayed, but we'll tough it through. Two Danielles can figure this out, Dani. The good news is
that's right.
Danielle goes by Dani. And this Danielle tried that in high school, but didn't really stick. So we'll go with Danielle and Dani.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. So guys, I tried her. I am so excited to have Dani here tonight, because she's just this, I really also just really love getting to know her. By the way, we should both be wearing the Danielle bomber. We kind of blew it.
I almost did. Just for you, but it's too hot.
Mine is not far away. I could run and get it, but it's like basically within reach, but it's okay. We'll talk about that later. So for everybody watching, let me just remind you of how this works, because you can go on a shopping spree tonight as well. And also I'll finish it. I got distracted by getting Danielle in here, but my name is Danielle Redner. I'm the Chief Inspiration Officer at Stella Dot. I have the best job in the world, because one of the things I get to do is talk to people like this, who are running their businesses, busy on the side, having busy lives, doing other things. I think sometimes people think, oh, to rep a brand like this, it must be like a full-time gig. You must have to have like all kinds of hours. You must be someone who doesn't have a lot of other stuff going on in their life. She's going to bust that wide open, because Dani is a full-time teacher, a mother of two. Her husband, by the way, is also a teacher married to a teacher, double teacher. And she's a traveler, and she's busy, and she's got all these things, and she's also been a great Stella Dot stylist for 3 years. So let me remind you that the way this works is you can just hit the hearts whenever you want. That's rule number one, because we break for hearts. Number two, in the comments below, if you will tag two friends and hashtag SD for all. So hashtag SDFORALL, we believe Stella Dot is for all. We are going to do a drawing at the end of this night for a $250 shopping spree. And that
awesome.
Might as well be you. So I'll remind you a couple times, but tag two friends, hashtag SD for all, and you could win. And without further ado, Dani Neil, where are you tonight?
I'm in my office at the school. We have a carnival in like half an hour, so I will be here all night. Are you guys still here?
Okay, that's actually kind of perfect. It's freezing. It's just a delay, but you're probably on that school Wi-Fi.
Exactly. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to talk as little as possible.
I'm at school. I'm in my office.
Up to talk so that Okay, so you're at the school in your office.
Perfect.
To me, that's perfect, because that's what this is all about. You are this busy mom of two. You're a teacher. You've done all the things. You've got this busy life, and it's just fitting that you're still at school and you're jumping on this call. So Fill us
Yeah.
in a little bit just about you. Where do you live? Who's your family? How long have you been a stylist? And then even why did you decide to become a stylist with this busy life?
Okay, I can do that. So as you said, I'm Dani. My mom would say she named me Danielle, but I go by Dani. I live in Renton, Washington, which is about 15, 20 minutes south of Seattle. And I am married to a teacher. He's a high school science teacher, so he's a total science nerd, opposite of, I think, myself. But I have a 5-year-old little boy, Finnegan, and 4-year-old little boy, Benjamin. Been teaching for 15 years. So I was in the classroom for almost 10 of those. And then the last 6, 7 have been an instructional coach. So I work with all teachers, kindergarten through 5th grade, which is why I have kind of an office, but I'm mostly in classrooms all day long. I've been a stylist almost 3 years in October. And I'd say I joined for one particular reason, but there's a couple things that have shifted over the years. But definitely for the extra income. So I have a few degrees from the University of Washington, which I'm proud of, but I had a lot of student loans. And especially early in my teaching career, you're not making that much money as a teacher at all. So I did millions of leadership jobs. I mean, everything you could do before and after school to make some extra money and little stipends, I would do. And it's funny because even now I still do some of those things, but in my leadership role. And I mean, teachers are working 60, 70 hours to make like maybe $1,000 check at the end of the year to like supplement at the end. And so I was really looking to make a little bit more than that. But also my husband was bugging me about getting our kids' college fund started. And I was like, I can't start putting like $500 a month aside for them while I'm still paying off my loans. It's just, I don't know what to do. I don't have it both. So honestly, that's kind of when I jumped in and was like, I'd been hosting. I love the free product. So the fact that I could still get free product and get paid and shop with my friends, sign me up. So that was kind of my initial reason. It's funny because after about a year in paying off my student loans, which has been kind of a burden in my life for about 15 years. So to do that and have that done was amazing. And I think my husband was like, okay, so now that you've paid them off, are you like, what are you going to do now? I'm like, well, I'm going to keep doing this because it has definitely changed in terms of we travel. So we, like I said, we're both teachers. And for the last 15 years, we travel every spring break, winter break, summer breaks. And before we were traveling like total backpackers, staying in hostels, staying in the crappiest places. As I got older, I was like, I was kind of like, I really like to stay in one of those nice places where everybody else is looking like they're having a lot of fun and they're showered every day. That would be nice. So it's just been fun to have like a little upgrade in our travels. And also the philanthropy. I've always in my, like growing up with my parents, it's been this thing about giving back in our community, but my parents know a lot of money. So for me, we were always like donating time. I've waved signs, I have doorbelled, I have made phone calls for, political things that are important to me, but I've never been able to just donate a check. And in the last 2 years with Stella Dot, it's been so awesome to be able, I literally do a kind of a give back show every single month. So I, have some of my commissions are for me for travels, but whenever I do a give back show, I just give 100% of my commissions to a cause that's either important to my hostess or important to my VIP group if we're doing something online. And it's so awesome to finally get to like give back in a different way. And I don't have a lot of time to give. So it's a lot more fun to do it in like a 2-hour style session than to be out on the streets going door to door. And like, that's hard. So it's been incredible.
Okay, if anyone didn't already love her, you better be hitting those. You better be hitting those hearts now. I can't hit the hearts and talk to you, or it will shut down.
That's okay. That's okay. Well, and a lot of my teacher friends, a lot of them were, working second jobs or teaching summer school or tutoring all summer. And that just wasn't an option for me. It's just been my husband and I's thing, like traveling is part of our, it's our goal in life to see as many places in the world. So I couldn't do it that way. So this has just been an awesome way to kind of flexibly make that extra money and not have to be around little humans all year long. I already am around them all day and all night. So it's a little bonus to get out with some girls and some women also.
I have so many good things to say right now. So, because you just gave me so much material. So, I mean,
perfect.
First of all, like, you're right. Teachers work so hard. And to put in all that extra time and have so little to show for it at the end of the year is tough. And yet, you're committed to your teaching. I know you have 2 kids. I know that you've been 25 countries. What was it? 25 countries in the past almost 15 years.
Yeah.
I know.
I do like Canada. I do like Canada, but it's, I've been there too.
If anyone doesn't know, I'm Canadian. You can probably hear my accent.
Yeah.
So yes, you've done that. I know Stella Dot's paid for part of that. I think a lot of people can relate to that. How am I supposed to save for their college when I'm still paying for my own? You know, and getting out of that cycle. I love that. And then the philanthropy side. I love that, by the way, Dani is wearing one of our Dress for Success t-shirts.
Do what you love. Yeah, well,
tell us what that's about while you have a second.
Absolutely. So we're donating portions of this t-shirt and a couple other tees that we have to Dress for Success, which is really, it's completely aligned with our mission and supporting women and empowering women. So it is a pleasure for me to share this. And actually a couple of teachers today, like, where'd you get that? Because they're thinking, like, do what you love. They teach, they do what they love. So it's pretty great to be able to like build that in, because Stella Dot already partners with so many foundations like Holly Rod, but to then have, you know, in those in-between months, people that are reaching out to me saying, I have this cause. Like a good friend of mine, we just did a her son's baseball team fundraiser. And all the women were just at the baseball field watching their kids play baseball and shopping online, and I donate. So it's pretty awesome to be able to do that for people.
So you're giving back that way. You're also giving back through the sales of the t-shirt that you're wearing. And I just want to remind everybody too, or you may not even know, that when our new stylists join, which we're going to talk some more about too, whenever a new stylist joins Stella Dot, we donate $50 in credit to, or in product to Dress for Success, that another woman who's going into Dress for Success to maybe re-enter the workforce or retrain herself, or she may be a new, American that's looking to integrate into a new job. She gets $50 in Stella Dot product to wear to that job interview, that job training, that professional development that organization provides. And we love that match, because while you're empowering yourself, you're empowering someone else that you don't even know. And
I think it's incredible.
It's incredible. We've got to spend quite a bit of time with Dress for Success, and what they do there, you know, the work's amazing. So I'm very proud of you. So you're a teacher and a stylist. Obviously, you have like some time off over the summer, but you maintain your stylist business all year long. So do you have any tips on how you do that? Because I know we've got some teachers, or maybe somebody who knows a teacher watching who could use some help with that.
Well, I think a couple of things. Teachers, with many of them over the years, are already very organized people. They, multitask and plan for multiple lessons and things. So I think it's there's a lot of qualities that teachers have that, at least for myself, I've brought into my business. So, I mean, if you're flexible and you can be creative and, like I said, organized and just really on top of things, those things already translate to doing this kind of business. So for me, it's been just setting aside that time and being really intentional about, like, I had my lesson plans when I was teaching, and now I have, okay, this is my schedule and my plans for my Stella Dot business, so that I can kind of prioritize and get it all done. But people always ask me, like, how do you do it all? And I don't. I just do the things that bring me joy. And I learned over the years to say no to some things, but, prioritizing my family. So for example, from the time we come home from school, and the kids actually go to the school that my son's in kindergarten here. So it's really nice because we have that time in our drive home and get to talk about school, and we get home and it's kind of that, dinner routine and husband and bedtime routine for the kids. And then if I need to work an hour or a little bit on my Stella Dot business, I can, but they get my uninterrupted time during the week, except for one night a week. So my husband, he hasn't this year, but he used to play soccer one night a week. And so that was his thing. So for me, I get one night a week that I meet up with other stylists on my team, and we just either go have happy hour or drinks, but we can work our business together, and it's kind of that release. But you just have to prioritize. And in the summers, it's really nice, those teachers, because we have this gift of time that we don't normally have. So a couple of things I do is I have a lot of customers that I will meet, maybe style sessions throughout the school year that, maybe they don't want to host right away because their friend just did. So they're someone I will be like, well, I've got this spring break coming up, and I can be flexible with my travel around that. But like this whole spring, it's been great. So I'm like, okay, summer, I'm wide open. Let's book things for the summer. And then really I amp up my online business in the summer because of the traveling that I do. It's so awesome. Bless you. It is so awesome to be The tools that we've had, and they've advanced since I started. So even like the first summer that I started compared to last summer, and I'm looking forward to this summer, our tools with our app and our digital tools are so phenomenal. Because if I'm going to go on vacation, I want to be relaxing. I want to be enjoying my vacation, whether it's just me and my husband, which we've done the last couple summers, or the whole, all the kids. But I also do want to maintain the consistency of my business. So be able to take just my phone and not, I don't need a laptop. I don't need all these things with me. It's just my phone, and everything's there in terms of sharing out, or even if I, am going out with, for the night and I have some Stella on, I can take selfies and I can easily share a cart, like shop, love this look, shop it. So I can run my online shows all summer long. So it's just really easy. I mean, all the tools are right there for me. So I don't know. I feel like it's so doable, especially for educators. And I have to say educator versus teacher, because I have a team of, I don't know, 30-ish, let's say, and probably 2/3 are educators. So there's a principal, an assistant principal, a counselor, classroom teachers, student teachers, assistants, office managers. I mean, it's such a great business because we know people. We're a lot of women. All the breaks where we can give people an excuse to get together and see their friends who either they don't see all schools are busy, or a lot of teachers really miss their colleagues in the summer. So it's like, okay, let's get them together and I'll give you a good excuse to, you guys can catch up and shop. And it's really fun. It's really fun.
I think you're so right about a couple of things there. One is you're right. Educators, teachers have such the skill set. You're good communicators. You're passionate. You like to connect with people. And you do tend to want to give back. Like you're very philanthropic in that way. So I think you're right. All of those skill sets not only make those people great stylists or brand reps, but even great leaders at helping other people become stylists, because just natural, you're naturally just inclined to like showing other people how you're doing it.
That's we'll be around each other. We like to help others. Yeah.
You like to hang out with people, you're those kinds of people. So I've seen that over the years. I never do a training, whether there's 10 people in the room or 1,000 people in the room, where there isn't a significant portion of teachers. So, I think it appeals to people like that. I want to remind everybody, by the way, tag 2 teachers and hashtag SP for all. And we're going to give away a $250 shopping spree later. And I think a teacher would deserve that. So that would be fun. All right. Tell me, and you're right about the tech tools, by the way, what percentage of your business do you work like sitting at a desk and you're a laptop versus like on your phone on the go? I'm guessing it's 90% on the go.
Oh yeah. 95. I mean, I rarely do anything Stella Dot sitting at a lap. I mean, it's pretty much on the go. And I feel like even now I just am learning more and more of the tools that we have. So the fact, like in our app, we have the tasks, customer care and customer follow-up is super important to me. But I was really worried about how could I possibly keep up with all that and do the shows? And the fact that we just have like daily tasks that are like, oh, these orders went out today. You could check in and see if they love, and it's all right there. I can do that from the beach. I can do that from the pool. I can do that, with on the side when my kids are taking a nap or whatever the case. So it's just, I don't have to, like I said, vacation and enjoy it.
You can do that from any one of.
Right.
You can do it from any one.
And I don't want to like have to think too hard.
Dani.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, I want to be able, but it doesn't feel like work when it's so easy.
For anybody that doesn't know, so we have this proprietary app. It's called Mimi, because we are as much a high touch company as we are a high tech company, and it literally like tells you what to do and just click here and send the thing, and it's all very simple. Okay.
Yeah. So it's wonderful.
Last one is with the earnings that you've gotten over the last 3 years. I know travel has happened. Obviously, you said you paid off your student loans. Anything else meaningful that's been able to enable your family to do?
Yeah, I mean, I think what I've said in terms of like, for me personally paying off student loans, but my kids both have their college funds taken care of already also. So that was, a conversation 3 years ago that prompted me like wanting to pay off my student loans, but we've taken care of them, which I clearly didn't have, and not to my parents' fault, but like to have that, like for them is really meaningful. But then, you know, just knowing, like I said, if I want to take a trip this summer and, you know, we want to plan something, my husband are really good about kind of living simply through the year. Like going to Starbucks every day. And I like, you know, there's some little things that it's nice to not have to worry, because I have this, you know, extra money that is really things when I, you know, with our teaching and our jobs in that case is like, you know, some basic needs. And I think for people like me who just want that little extra to never feel guilty about, you know, something you're going to spend or you need, like our kids after school care is expensive, but I don't as much anymore. And I like, there's just something about that feeling of kind of doing it on my own too. And like for my, I don't know, it just feels good.
All right. Before we freeze up totally, it's a little bit like we're like a reporter, like is somewhere else, and like it's a
yep.
4 like 5 day
yeah.
delay. It's a little bit like, you know, when it's like a live reporter,
yeah.
and the person's like, "What, John? Oh, okay." You know, it's a little bit like that. It's okay. It's worth it, Dani. I'll deal with the delay for you any day.
Thank you.
And let you bring us home so that we don't have the delay. If somebody is watching and saying, maybe I want to do this, like maybe they're a teacher or not, do you have, what would be your advice to them? Because I think many people think about it, but then they just don't know whether to pull the trigger or not. What would your guidance be?
Oh, well, honestly, my advice would be to, I mean, if they're watching this and they're at all thinking about it, one is just to not overthink it. Be willing to give it a try. I mean, you're not going to answer any of your questions and your what ifs and your, is this a good fit by thinking about it? You'll answer those by doing it and trying it. And I think if people are willing to kind of trust in themselves and know that we have the best tools, we have the best support system, and we haven't even talked about the support system of like the women in this group. It's unlike anything I'd seen before. And people, education and the trainings, you're just not in it alone. So I think instead of, it's important to be, you know, conscious of things and think about them, but don't overthink it because it's there and you'll know once you try it and you do it and you don't have anything to lose. And I think also for a lot of women, I think it's okay for them to just say yes to something that's just for themselves. So this is a good time to maybe say yes to something that you've been thinking about.
Coming into the summer months when it's going to be, you know,
I know.
Maybe you're a teacher, maybe you're not. Okay, 2 things I want to make sure everybody knows. In addition to tag 2 teachers or 2 friends and SD for all, so we can give away some shopping sprees later. But we have a special kit going on right now for anyone who's interested in starting, because it is coming up to the summer, especially for teachers, but anyone who might be like, oh, I'm going to have a little more flexibility over the summer. I'm going to have a different life this summer. Like most people's routines change a little bit. We'd love to help you get started.
Yes.
It's 1,000 of our best sellers. It's ready to go for $199. You just like press the button. But this month you also get, let me try to show you this without showing you too much. You also get the WE necklace. So OUI. We en français, because sometimes you just gotta say yes. That's my punchline. I got a lot of things going on. I got love on my ears.
I got love on my. I've got love
on your neck.
I've got do what you love.
So basically, it's like love, do what you love, and we. If you can't figure out the message that we're trying to give you,
we're just walking billboards. We don't have to say anything.
Wait, I gotta grab one more.
Oh, good. Bring.
Also, I could give you some mama earrings. Mama, and also maybe an XOXO. So
I'll take it all.
All of the messages in here, Dani.
I love it. I love it.
From that Danielle and this Danielle, we say love, do what you do. Mama,
yes,
love it some more. We XOXO, and we say that we hope you might join us because we're going into a great season. We would love to have more people just like the incredible Dani Neil.
Thank you.
Who's able to like do something great in their life and for their community and give back. So I know that you have a carnival to get to.
I do. My kids and my husband are probably at it, ready to go. So I'm excited. I'll go play and have that time with them tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you to everybody else for watching in, and we hope that we'll see more of you soon. Thanks.
Great. Thank you.